so glad you're here. I am pretty sure by now you might have guessed it's just a day in my life. It's just taking you along with the day. And I have no special things planned. It's just, I figured, you know what? I have lots of different things that I wanted to get done, and I should see if I could film some videos before the baby arrives because I don't have lots of videos ready to go, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a few weeks where I am not going to be able to film, and so I figured, you know what? This is the day. I am just going to take you along. And you might be like, seriously? How can you wake up to a dirty kitchen, to a kitchen full of dirty dishes? It works. You survive. 99% of the time I do that. Usually it's only on Saturdays that I do the dishes in the evening because I don't want to wake up to a dirty kitchen on Sunday. So, other than that, I think I could almost tell you how many times I've done dishes in the evening since we've been married. It's just one thing that Johnny once said, that I wouldn't mind if you could leave the dishes for the morning so we could have more time together. And I so agree with that. So right now we never get up very early. So usually around 6:30 to 7. So that is not very early. For a lot of you, you're going to be like, whoa, that is late. And some of you might be getting up later too, but it is not very early. But right now Johnny gets home between, I would say, 7 and 8. That's when he gets home. And so our evenings are very short, and I have almost a 12-hour day at home, that I'm just home and I can do whatever needs to be done. And then it's only a couple hours that Johnny is home, and then we go to bed, and then we wake up, do our devotions together, and sometimes eat breakfast together, sometimes we don't. And I miss him so much during the day that I want to spend as much time with him as possible. So why would I do the dishes in the evening when he's home? So it just doesn't make sense in our life right now. If I would do it, I prefer waking up to a clean kitchen, absolutely. But I think for right now, for me, it's more important to spend more time with Johnny. So that is one big reason why I do that. And yeah, maybe later in life I will do my dishes, who knows. And I always try to keep it minimal. Like I would do the dishes, as much dishes before he gets home as I can. So I usually don't have lots and lots of dishes. But yeah, right now it's 9 o'clock and I'm ready to get my day started. I'm gonna sweep the floor yet, actually, and then get started with my to-do list, whatever there is. So yeah, hope you enjoy tagging along with me today, and yeah, we'll see if we get through our to-do list today. Okay, do you remember when I was painting the dresser? Some of you might have seen the video, some of you might have not. But I was gonna put baskets in the middle where the drawers weren't very pretty and they weren't in very good shape. And I said that I was considering putting baskets in, and that is what I did. You might have seen it here and there in a video, but let me show you. This is how I have had it since I painted it. I just have them sitting on this little wooden thing here where the drawer was gonna go, and I really wanted them to be more sturdy because right now, I don't know, they fit and they can sit on here. They're not gonna fall down, but I would prefer if they were a little bit more sturdy. And I was thinking really hard how I could make this work, and finally I came up with this idea. I know this is very random, but these wooden frames from Dollarama, they have a very thin wooden wood on top and then this frame around it. And so what I did is I cut out the back like so it would fit, maybe you can see, and then I just slide it along here. But then I came along this problem. I had this gap here because I had to cut out this side of the frame so it would fit. So I waited a little bit and thought about it, and finally I came up with this idea that Johnny could help me, and we would just slice that thing, this frame, like it would be a little bit thicker. I don't know if this is gonna make any sense to you, but if you can see, we took off a little piece of this, of the trim around this frame. So now I want to glue this on like that. It's not super straight because we don't have the proper tools. We were just using the buzzer. So, but I am gonna paint this and then maybe fill it in with a wood filler or something and paint it all the same color as the dresser, and I should be able to just slide the baskets right in. I would prefer if they would have been a little bit wider so that you wouldn't be able to see the gap right here, but I think it's gonna look a lot better than this, if you can see. And especially once this is painted and everything. So that is one thing that I want to work on today.
I see you, I close my eyes and I see you. I feel you, I sense you're always there. I hear you, your voice I hear so clearly. So near me, I see you everywhere. And my eyes are filled with tears as you strip me of all my fears. So I stand before you naked, and as I am, you fill me with a love too great to understand.
Okay, it is quite a lot later. As you saw, I was reading my book for a while and I got so sleepy, I fell asleep on the couch and took a nice little nap and got up, had some lunch, and finally getting to finish this. I did glue on the little pieces before lunch, and now I glued them in here. So this is what it looks like now. I have glued them on in the middle here and then also in the front here, so they're not going anywhere. As you can see, there's a tiny little gap here and here and here and here. So it would have been nice if they were a tiny little bit wider, but it is okay. I think once I will have painted them, it will look just fine. It will look a lot better than it did before. So now I have to wait for this glue to dry and then I can paint these.
Freed me from my pain, and I surrender to your embrace. Tears running down my face, and I
Order of business is cutting these curtains. I had bought them thinking that they would fit, and they are fitting, but they are a little bit long and I don't like it in the kitchen. I don't mind the look of it, but it's just not very convenient in the kitchen and right by the table. So I do want to cut them a little bit, or I'm not sure if I'm going to cut them, but hand them at least so that they don't lay on the floors. So that is next. I didn't just cut them and then ham them. And that is because we're not always gonna live in this house, and these windows are very low. So for other windows, like normal height windows, they would need to be the full length. And I figured, you know what, if I just ham them, I can use them later on in the future for a different window. I know this is not gonna look the most professional, but I think it's gonna be more convenient with not them being on the floors. So that is my reason why. Okay, well, you look at that. That is so much better. I like the look of curtains laying on the floor a little bit, but for this situation here, it was just not really working. So, and this way I can probably use them again later someday. And yeah, you can see the lines where I hammed them a little bit, but oh well, that is okay. And yes, I have the window open a little bit because I am slow cooking beans in there, and you know the smell of cooking beans is not always the greatest. So yeah, but it is a beautiful day out. Okay, that was my first walk this year, actually, like that I actually took a walk. And I'm out of shape, you guys. I'm tired just walking a few blocks, but I wanted to get some milk, and also I was trying to register a vehicle but didn't have all the signatures I needed, so we'll have to go back either tomorrow or I don't know, next week maybe. But yeah, I said it was a beautiful day, and it is. People are out and about, and there's the snow is finally melting. It feels so good outside, but the wind is pretty cool. Pretty chilly, I should say. So I wouldn't want to be out too long, but just taking a quick walk was actually really good for me. Getting some fresh air, and yeah, but I'm out of shape. I'm just tired just walking. But yeah, anyways, I think I should be able to paint the dresser next, but first I want to make an iced coffee. I don't know why, but I've enjoyed iced coffees lately, and I know it's not really warm out yet, and yeah, as I said, the wind is really cold out, but I'm still in the mood for an iced coffee, so why not? Okay, so the way I like my iced coffee I know there's so many recipes, and I'm just kind of stuck with this one because I really like it. So I think it's called Dolgana coffee, but don't quote me on that. I'm probably not pronouncing it correctly, but that's the way I say it, Dolgana coffee. And you take about a teaspoon of instant coffee and then about a teaspoon of sugar. It depends how sweet you like it. I don't like my iced coffee very sweet. I prefer it not like, I like it a little bit sweet, but not very sweet. So, and then you just take a few teaspoons of boiling water and you whisk it. Let me show you. Okay, so it takes about a minute or so and it forms this foam. I don't know. Yeah, it's just kind of the foam.
Foam. I don't know. Yeah, it's just kind of the foam.
What are you trying to say?
And I put that on top of my milk. Let me show you. I have my milk and ice in my cup, and I just put it on top. So yeah, I don't drink a lot of coffee. I don't have coffee in the morning, and usually I have a tea. Right now I'm drinking my pregnancy tea, but usually it would be a tea or even just water, and I don't even have one iced coffee a day. Like, I don't know, a few times a week maybe. I really enjoy it, but for some reason I don't even drink it every day. And also I don't have my coffee very strong, so I don't feel guilty about drinking my iced coffee at all because there's a tiny little bit of sugar and a little bit of coffee. So, but yeah, by the time you're gonna see this, who knows? Hopefully we have our baby by then. I don't know. If all goes well, we might have it by then. If I don't go overdue. By the time at the time that I'm filming this, I am, well, tomorrow is gonna be 38 weeks. So yeah, we're almost there and we can't wait. And I think for all of us who have been pregnant, I think every single one of us would be like, by 38 weeks, we're like, okay, the baby could come already. Like, I'm ready. Like, this is, I'm over this. But yeah, I guess it's not in our hands, and we just trust the Lord that whenever it's time, it's His timing, the baby will come. So yeah, I'm gonna go paint the dresser and get supper ready because it's 5 o'clock almost. So I better quickly paint that and then start supper and then do a second coat, and then at least I have finished my to-do list because everything else is finished. While my beans are still cooking, I will have to put them in jars later. But yeah, other than that, I just need to paint a dresser. And then I am officially done with my to-do list today. And today was one of those days where, for sure, if I didn't have a to-do list today, I wouldn't have gotten anything done because I wasn't very motivated to do anything. So I'm glad I made a to-do list this morning because then I kind of feel like I have to do it. So yeah, anyways, let's go paint.
You are faithful, faithful through all things. You are faithful, faithful through
You are with us, we are not alone. You remind us to hold on to hope. When we are lost in pain, we cry out your name, and you are faithful.
Okay, I really did get it done. And as you can see, I mentioned before that they like, it would have been nice if they were a little bit wider than they are, but you know, I knew this was as close as it was gonna get to find something that is kind of finished already. So yeah, as you see, it is absolutely not perfect, but I heard a saying the other day. They said if you do a DIY, just squint a little bit and it's gonna look awesome. So I guess we're just gonna squint a little bit, and then if you look from a little bit further away, you wouldn't really be able to tell. And this is a very old dresser. I got it for free on the side of the street, so it's not too bad, I think. But yeah, it is at least functional again, and I'm so glad that I got it figured out. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you next time. Bye.